gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the Nation of Violence, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe!
The main event Mafia tries to balance Jenna's financial investment with her issues and differences with Sharmell. Samoa Joe must tonight meet Jeff Jarrett, and the man behind the Nation of Violence has a showdown this Sunday at Sacrifice against Big Sexy Kevin Nash. And think of the history between Samoa Joe and Nash. For months and months, Kevin Nash was Samoa Joe's mentor.
His opponent from Nashville, Tennessee, he is a TNA founder and the king of the mountain,
You can see he's favoring his leg, and it's obvious that the TNA founder, Jeff Jarrett, is not at 100% tonight against Samoa Joe, and that's precisely why Mick Foley booked this match just 3 days before Sacrifice, and Joe meets him on the ramp, and here we go.
I'll tell you what, Samoa Joe's just been on a tear to hurt anyone and everyone, and look at him just toss Jeff Jarrett just like a rag doll right over the top of that rail.
The man behind the Nation of Violence, that concentration level is just off the charts, trying to hurt, trying to injure anyone that he faces on, anyone that he comes across, even when you think of his longtime friend, someone like AJ Styles. Tonight it's Jeff Jarrett, who is in the crosshairs, who's in the sights of Samoa Joe.
I mean, you got to be intrigued by this Nation of Violence. I mean, this guy is a one-man wrecking crew. He doesn't need anybody else. He doesn't want anybody else. All he wants to do is inflict as much punishment as possible.
Samoa Joe and Kevin Nash square off Sunday at Sacrifice, but for Jeff Jarrett, stakes are even higher. He's putting his voting shares, that's his power, that's his control in TNA on the line if he loses Sunday.
Well, think about it. This guy could be in the unemployment line next week. I mean, he might be out of a job, and what a better place for him. I mean, if he loses his power, he loses that, then this guy will be nothing here in TNA.
And you got to give Jeff Jarrett credit, fighting through that hamstring injury.
Oh my God, Mike Tenay, if I had to hear about Jeff Jarrett's hamstring one more time, my God, you'd think it was some life-threatening injury. I mean, man, Mike, I hurt my hamstring walking out here to the announce table.
Are you just making a mockery out of this now?
Wait a minute, I think I might have hurt it again. Nope, that's just a cramp. I'm okay.
Yeah, your brain has a cramp, and you can make all the fun that you want out of Jeff Jarrett. But think of how much pain and punishment that Jarrett has had inflicted on him in the last couple of weeks. It started with Foley in Nashville at the Asylum, and it continues tonight with Samoa Joe. How much is Jeff Jarrett going to have left? What's he going to have left in the tank this Sunday at Sacrifice against Mick Foley, Kurt Angle, and Sting for the TNA title?
I'll tell you what, if he didn't have a hurt hamstring before, he's got one now. You got to admit, Samoa Joe just putting those boots right to the back of the leg. And he's going to wear the bandage, and it's just going to act as a target to Samoa Joe. And look at this. Referee Slick Johnson, one of Jeff Jarrett's best friends, trying to protect him. Samoa Joe just puts him face first into the rail.
Samoa Joe's focus has been totally on hurting Jeff Jarrett, doing everything that he can to re-injure that torn hamstring, and Jarrett is screaming out with pain as Joe continues what is an out-and-out assault.
I mean, that's hard to watch. I got to admit, hearing someone scream like that, they're calling it right now. They're disqualifying Joe. Samoa Joe just is unbelievable. It doesn't matter who's in front of him. His mission is to dismember him.
And now he's going to bring a steel chair into play, and he takes the chair and drives it right against that injured leg of Jarrett.
Well, you know what? You cry wolf so long about your hamstring. Well, now you're going to have a sore one for a long time.
And here comes AJ Styles. Hopefully AJ can talk some sense into Joe.
Well, he's just out there to make sure Joe doesn't go too far, but I'm going to tell you right now, you don't tell Joe anything, especially in this frame of mind.
Oh, and AJ, he just pushed Joe back, and here they go!
No, AJ Styles, he needs to be smarter than that. You do not come out there and get in Joe's face when he's amped up like he is. I mean, look at that. Look at his eyes.
And we have documented that for years, these two guys have been close friends. And that friendship has just blown up in the past couple of weeks.
All joking aside, you can tell that Jeff Jarrett's in severe pain. Think about this Sunday. He could lose everything. I mean everything. That means everything to Jeff Jarrett.